So here we are back inside the White Horse workshop. COVID has somewhat kept us apart. Well, I'm in here and I'm going to be fitting the transfer sheets to my M7. I've reread the instructions twice because they're rather interesting looking transfers, and they're not exactly the same as standard ones. Well, I've got some water here in a small bowl. I'm going to be fitting the line and dartboard version of the BR badges, and I'm going to go, they've told me in instructions to cut out the ones that I want to fit. So as an experiment, let's pop the centre one that's going to go plumb in the centre of there. To do this job for me and to help me, I have a centering rule there. And basically the centre is in the middle, so I can measure off the same distance on both sides and put the transfer in the correct place. Not exactly straight. This is called the dickering stage with the transfer, where you get the centre position just right. And I'm just measuring on either side now. 63, 63, that's good. And now up and down. 18, 18, well, that looks pretty good to me. So they say in the instructions to dab away the excess liquid. Actually, they look very neat. Okay, now to turn it over and do the other side. Well, there they are. They're initially on now, but in an hour's time, when they're thoroughly dried, I've got to take this skin off that will leave just the printed matter on the surface of the loco. I've mounted the M7 in this tray so that I can now, with ease, number the smoke box number plate and the little shed plate on the door. It's nicely mounted with the wadge here so it won't fall over onto the floor. I'm just going to key up the paintwork with a special little sandpapering tool. I'm going to use araldite to hold it on. You don't have to use araldite. They make very interesting suggestions, such as double-sided tape. The same will be done to the back. To scratch it up to give it a key. And then it'll be cleaned with alcohol. And the same will apply to the shed plate. Now this mounting plate they provided very nicely is slightly bowed, so you must also bow the smoke box number plate so that it grips nicely. So I've just put a very small quantity all over it, and believing me, this will spread nicely. Drop it into place. A little bit of squidge. Make sure it's straight. And now I'll do the same for the shed plate. Right, that's both in place. I'm going to leave those to set now. The instructions are very good. It tells you how to put the transfers on, and it also gives some excellent pictures showing you where they're all located. And it's up to you to get it right, of course. 100% for the manual. Well, these transfers have now had an overnight drying, so I'm going to try to remove the skin and see if it works this time. So they say to peel off using a pair of tweezers. Aha! This time it seems to have worked. Oh yes, that is very, very neat indeed. And you can see this little membrane that's been taken off, and all that's left now is the paint. Well, this seems to be coming off all right. Okay, I might be a convert to these after all. Well, I have to say, I think that looks very smart indeed. Well worth the extra effort. Superb transfers, but a lot of work.
Won't go backwards. Oh, we can go backwards.
You can see the fire in the hearth. Absolutely lovely.
But John's. I was saying it's a long wheelbase on that van. Yeah, I'll forget about
Water gauge is quite visible.
As you say, do a bit at
Let's start her up and send her off. Pop the cab on. Pop the coal on.
Well, I have got one Bowande.
Push the regulator. Oh, away she goes.
The transfers I've got are all the ones sort of like this orange line here. But the refrain was so doff. Yeah. And they're singing away. Yeah. Hilarious.
I'm Chris, who played the son,
Yeah.
was a graduate.
Fire aglow. Water at 2/3 up in the glass. Very nice. Pressure up. Valve just blowing.
Sorry, I just realised what you said. Right.
Well, there we are, the end of a very successful half-hour run. Well, it just doesn't get much better than that.
We don't need work, do we?
Well, and then on the opposite side of the track, I spent money.
Smoke box, number plate and shed plate.
Cornflower blue, that is.
Yeah. So, the bus shelter is up and done.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's come on.
He's a boy, isn't he? You're in a world of your own.
Well, that's probably best for everybody.
End of second run. Excellent. No problems.